And then we can start this session now. Please start with the introduction of the speaker.
Okay, perfect. Good morning, everyone. I warmly welcome you all to this mega meet on Study Abroad, Unlocking Global Opportunities 2025 and beyond. As we bring together established and seasoned professionals, we aim to provide our students guidance, mentorship, and pathways to help build our students the future that they have always dreamt of. As we begin with confidence, I would like to introduce our moderator for today's event, Mr. Jatin Chawla, who is an MBA from FMS Delhi. Mr. Chawla is the founder and director of the Center for Career Counseling and Development. With over 25 plus years of experience, he has conducted over 69,000 workshops and 900 career fairs across leading schools and colleges, guiding lakhs of students towards successful careers. A regular face on NDTV, CNBC, Aaj Tak, and a columnist for India Today, Hindustan Times, and Times of India. He also works closely with CBSE and state governments to integrate career planning into education and mentor students nationwide. Now, I'd like to introduce the speakers for today's panel discussion. We have with us today Ms. Priyanka Roy. Priyanka is a senior recruitment advisor at York University, Canada, where she brings together a strong background in both Indian and international admissions. With a double master's in clinical and counseling psychology, she has always been driven by a passion for supporting students and helping them build sustainable futures. Her experience spans understanding institutional landscapes and aligning students' aspirations with the right academic opportunities, ensuring the best possible fit. Known for her multifaceted approach, Priyanka combines her professional expertise with her love for photography, animals, and embracing slow life, bringing balance and harmony into the way she connects with students and her work. Next up, we have with us Mr. Sahil Arora. He is the Regional Director South Asia at the University of Arizona with over 10 years of experience in the US higher education. He has worked with multiple universities on student recruitment and institutional partnerships. He holds a postgraduate degree in accounting from Australia and focus on strengthening connections with students, schools, and partners across South Asia. Our next speaker for the session would be Ms. Shubhra Sharma. She is a seasoned professional currently serving as the manager at Campus France, an initiative under the Embassy of France in India. In this role, she is instrumental in promoting French higher education and facilitating academic collaborations between India and France. Her responsibilities likely encompass guiding Indian students through the process of pursuing studies in France, organizing educational events, and strengthening bilateral academic ties. She also holds a degree from the Institute of Management Technology, Ghaziabad, which has equipped her with a strong foundation in management principles. Her educational background complements her current role, enabling her to effectively manage programs and initiatives that bridge educational opportunities between the two nations. Next and the last speaker for today's session will be Mr. Alejandro, who is the administrator of Instituto Cervantes of New Delhi. Now, we'd like to begin with the session. Over to you, Jatin, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Great to have a lot of experts who are specialized in their own field. Just to set the tone, I'll quickly share a couple of things. One, we as an organization, we are not only helping students go for top opportunities abroad, but also helping them in India. So a number of people ask me, is it that only outside India opportunities are good? I typically say that if you are able to go crack top institutes in India, then also it's a good story. Otherwise, look outside, look at acceptance rates, and look at the way word is developing. Go beyond conventional countries and look at so much which is happening all over. And recently, I was there on 18th of this month itself at Mumbai. So there was a Japanese delegation led by University of Toronto, and they shared how a number of courses have been launched in English. Similarly, French government launched classes internationals. Shubhra, you can correct me if I'm pronouncing it right. So number of initiatives which makes it very very exciting for all of us who try to help out students choose and then be successful. So maybe I'll just once I initiate a discussion, then I'll also like after 5-10 minutes I'll share a small PPT, and I think students are still joining in. Sunday morning I can see numbers going up. So I'll quickly maybe 2-3 liners about how things have been, and I just quickly take inputs from my fellow panelists, and then we'll start. So Sneha, first I'll ask you. So you went to Harvard. I mean, it's like amazing, you know. So how did Harvard influence you as a person, and why did you choose to start off with Early Steps Academy, and what is it that you are doing exactly?
Right. Thanks, Jitin. So, couple of questions there. Yeah, one is how did Harvard help change in terms of how I see professional opportunities, and the second is what is early steps and what we do. So, one is like when you're going to a good university, like be it in India or uh, it just opens your mindset so much more because the peers you are interacting with, the kind of people who are around you are just so ambitious. It increases your own standards, your own bars or expectations from yourself. And obviously, needless to say, a lot of these good universities also open up a lot more doors for you. For you to seek your ambitions, you also need the right opportunity, the right connections, the right people around you, and such universities, especially the top ones, let's say MIT, Stanford, Harvard, they provide that kind of platform. So one of the big influence in starting, I worked around 8 years before I went to Harvard, and then I started my own venture. And one of the big influence was being at HBS, being around people who were building life-changing companies, generational companies, and who had built, like people who have done it over, like grandkids of large business families who have run companies for 100 years. With early steps, what we do is that one of the key learnings was that whether even to go abroad, even to go to a world-class university, one of the top skills for you is to just be aware of the bigger world, be able to articulate yourself clearly, which most of the kids, especially in India, lack quite a bit in terms of even the smartest kids, be it from the top colleges in India, they're not able to present themselves. They're not polished enough to be able to stand on a global platform and express all the things that you know in your head. So Early Steps is a venture which prepares children for such opportunities, where we focus on just three things. One is to expand the knowledge across a range of changing things that are coming up, be it entrepreneurship, AI, tech, everything, and to be able to equip children with the skills of thinking and communication so that they better.
Great. That's great. So, Sahil, if you can also share, what is happening currently. The U.S. higher education system is also evolving, and we see number of changes happening. So, in the current scenario, what is happening at the university, and any quick things you'd like to share with the audience?
So yeah, everyone. First of all, I know a lot of things are happening. Every single day, you get to hear something new in the US ed. But I'll tell you one thing, which is very unique, and that has been a guiding force for me to work with University of Arizona, or even promoting US as education, is research. I believe Sneha can actually forte that because she's already done a studies in at Harvard. People so if I get a student who's like, I want to be focused about my studies and all, the main criteria what we take up at the University of Arizona is all about research. So we are a tier one research university, and that's what is the guiding force. A lot of people, a lot of students are like, what happens next, because geopolitically a lot of things are happening. But I just tell them that this is just a wave. There are going to be a lot of changes in the coming days, yes, but they should be anticipating that it would be for good, and it would be precisely for students who are genuine enough. Uh, we have seen in the past there have been bulk recruitments in the US. There's been a lot of students who go to the US, but they didn't have a right frame of mind. They were all about going over there, that's it. They didn't even think about what's next and all. But now, with a lot of changes happening in geopolitical scenarios and the education higher ed, specifically, let's say, talk about the research for us. We've actually got $1 billion of research funding. So that's the kind of things we actually provide our students. So if a student is planning to go specific for areas like STEMs and all, say I think US is always the right location for them, and this hard time people actually getting the right fit student. We're not like, okay, we're not getting that demand, or we're not getting a lot of queries. We still got the same number, but just that people have been more cautious. They know what to ask and what not to ask while they come to us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great, great. So Priyanka, similarly, like what is happening at Canada? I mean, as a destination, again, I can see some changes, positive changes, in fact. And so, what is it there at the ground level, and how's also York University supporting international students?
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Jitin, for the opportunity to talk a little bit more about what's happening in Canada and at York University in particular. Um, well, to just summarize what Sahil was saying and agree with him as well, that immigration across the years has been taken for granted in a lot of spaces. And it is but natural for different countries to kind of try to streamline the process and bring in things in that direction. The same thing has been with Canada as well, streamlining the immigration process and making it a lot more simpler for students, to be very honest. But at the same time, being a little more stringent to make sure students with the right intent, the ones who are really looking at opportunities to go and explore and understand what the opportunities lie at Canada, is what they are focusing on. Currently, with the current situation, yes, of course, there has been a much positive shift with the change in government in Canada as well. Geopolitical relationships are stabilizing again. We are seeing that the IRCC is working towards, bringing in more students, making sure that the visa process is becoming much easier and the turnaround time is getting better as well. And as an institution, York has always stood by the fact that we are always welcoming international students with open arms. Given the scenario, given the current situation as well, we are extending a lot of scholarship opportunities for students so that they can come explore the land, understand what life in Toronto in Canada looks like, how it feels like to be studying in a very diverse land such as Canada, where more than 2,000 plus international students come onto campus every year. And at the same time, we're also bringing in different opportunities for students in terms of housing guarantees, in terms of York immigration officers who are always available to help students document, understand the entire process, and get through the process very seamlessly. So while things have been moving around, we also see a sense of stability. We see a sense of genuine applications coming through. And at this point, we 100% see the support coming in for the universities to make sure that students can have the best opportunities while they're in Canada.
Oh, that's great. Amazing, amazing. So, Alejandro, you have a very different background. Like a lot of people here are, directly with the universities, but you are at Institute of Cervantes. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. You can
Yeah,
correct
you
me.
pronounce it correctly. That's perfect.
Amazing, amazing. So I'm allowed to come inside, and I heard you have a very nice cafe inside.
Yeah, we
So
do.
yeah, great, great. I'll definitely come and chat up with you. Also, tell me, like, what is happening? Like, why Indian students come over to the center to learn Spanish, and how do they use it? How have you seen students' journey? And again, what does your institute provide to the students?
So, as you say, I'm currently working at the Instituto Cervantes, that is the Spanish Cultural Center here in Delhi. And our main objectives, one of them is spread Spanish teaching, but also supporting local teachers. Like we are training Indian teachers to provide them the tools to teach Spanish to Indian citizens, and also we spread the culture of Hispanic countries, not just Spain, but also Southern and Central America countries where Spanish is the main language. We are closely related with universities, both in Spain and here, also with the schools. And even if we are not completely the same field as our colleagues, we have a close relationship with them, and we support people that want to study there in Spain. How? By in the beginning, by teaching them the language, even if they are going to study maybe in English in our countries, it is good to have a knowledge of the local language. So we are seeing that more and more Indian people are interested in learning other languages and moving abroad, either study or to work. And and also in Spain, we are working hard to create that connection with India that maybe in the past was not uh, so developed or so big, because we were having for the last 25 years a lot of international students coming to Spain, but mainly from Europe. But now many of our universities, both private and public, are coming to India, and we are having agreement with local institutions to make possible that many students in India go to Spain. And I think it's interesting because maybe our culture can look so far, but we are so similar, and we have many things in common, Spain and India. And also for Indian people to study Spanish is not that difficult, because the pronunciation is similar to, I mean, that depending for sure of your mother tongue, because not all Indian has the same mother tongue, but it's not that difficult to learn Spanish, and also open the possibility to work in many countries in the future, not just Spain. So yeah, we are seeing the mutual interest between Indian and Spanish people to learn languages, to make those education exchanges, or to go there to study. And also we are bringing more and more schools student here in India for periods of time to have that cultural exchange.
Great, great. That's amazing, amazing. Shubhra, you have invited me to so many events, and you are so active. So, what is really happening? Like Campus France, Embassy of France has been doing so much of work in the Indian education space and getting rave reviews. So, tell me, why Indian students should consider France. Of course, I have understood, but I want to hear it from you. And how can Campus France help? Shubhra, I am not getting your voice. Ribu, can you check? Shubhra, can you try again? I think a little. Is it with me or some resonance or
Anyone else
something?
confirm if I am audible?
I suggest you to rejoin.
Shubhra, if you can just rejoin, or from the settings, you can select your laptop mic.
Ribu, just you can help Shubhra. And meanwhile, Guillaume, Nitu, and Kavya will just take up the queries in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I have Sejal also, and Sejal is a colleague, and she went to UK, studied there. She specialized in public health and worked with the government. So, Sejal, if you can also share your experience of, like, you studied in India, you studied in UK. So, what was the difference? And then you got a job there. So, what do you feel like? What was happening? And what did you learn? What are the major experiences you had?
Okay, hi, good morning, everyone. So yeah, I did my bachelor's from Delhi University here in India. Then I moved abroad for my master's degree in public health and policy making. Initially, my plans were for bachelor's as well to go abroad because I was more excited towards the exposure in the diverse environment, not just basically doing a degree just for the sake of it. So eventually, after moving abroad for my master's degree, I was really happy because I knew somewhere the exposure, the ground reality, the experiences, as well as the job opportunities, the networking that you do abroad is makes a huge difference in your career. As well as when you are abroad, the mindset you have, the independency that you have will not be found here in India. So this is what I believe. One, if you can take exposure, if you're going abroad, then take it for your bachelor's or for your even master's degree. Master's will be a very short period of time. The time duration is comparatively less. If it is okay for your bachelor's degree, you'll be able to settle in a better position in comparison to your master's. So yeah, however, in case of mine, I did my master's degree. Then I was employed with NHS, with Royal London Hospital, wherein I worked for 2.5 years. Then I came back to India and joined JCCD. And now I'm also helping other students to get their dreams fulfilled. So yeah.
Great sharing. And once Shubhra joins in, we'll understand more about France. Meanwhile, we'll just quickly take questions. Guillaume is asking, I'm in 11th grade, looking forward to a food product developer. So I would imagine that you'll look at courses in food technology, Guillaume. So a lot of top universities across the world have food technology. So anybody would like to take it in your respective country, you can speak. But of course, I understand like US, a lot of top universities would have this, and you can you can take up a 4-year program, or if you want a small like 3-year program, check out UK. You can check out topuniversities.com and you'll get university. Of course, I'll ask Sejal to also research and share if she's getting any top 3-4 university. Uh, Anybody else would like to respond to it? Just tell me, let me know. So
Jatin, I would definitely like to pitch in about the opportunities that we offer. So we offer a program in biotechnology and one in biochemistry as well that basically helps students set up the foundation for a food technology program. Where they can get down right to the basics of understanding molecular structures and then building on from there and understanding food processing and food technology in today's day and age. One thing that I would like to highlight for all the students out there that in countries like Canada, we look at math as a very important subject. So even if you're looking at bio-based programs, that means anything that is in the fields of STEM, even if it is with bio-based programs, you would have to have a math requirement. So while signing up for countries like us, while thinking about York University, which is the third largest university in Canada, I would definitely recommend having biology and mathematics as part of your subject selection so that you have ease of access while applying to the program.
fine, great. So Guillaume, I think you got it, and you're saying BSc Food Science. So India also has, since you're asking, so DU has 2 colleges, Bhaskaracharya and Rajguru. Rajguru is a girls' college, Bhaskaracharya is a co-ed college, and NIFTEM is there. They do a bachelor's, B Tech in food technology. So these are the options, or masters. Mysore CFTRI is the topmost institute. But yeah, outside you'll get better practical perspectives, better internships, so you can explore further, and you can get in touch with our team. Like Sejal will be able to help you out. So Sejal, if you can share your connect, then they can. Okay, Neetu's question is currently in 12th with PCB and looking forward to join forensic sciences criminology. I remember visiting Canada, Simon Fraser University. They have a very strong course in criminology. But of course, if I look at across US, UK, so again, top universities have a course in criminology. Uh, and how do you build up? I think if you're looking at applying outside, again, you'll need to build up your profile. You should take up a research paper. You should try to get it published in a global journal. You can look at social projects. Maybe do a lot of research and collect articles and all, write on medium.com about it. So to also build up your depth in it, and also to communicate to a university that you are already working on it and you are sincerely interested. So I think that's how you can build up. So I'll just take Kavya, I'll just take your question, but Shubhra is back. So Shubhra, if you can quickly share about France, what is happening, and how Campus France can be helpful.
Yes. First of all, I hope I'm audible now.
Yeah, good. You are.
Perfect. All right. Great. Thanks. Yes. So France certainly has. We've been doing a lot of events. We've been doing counseling sessions, a lot of activities for students, so that we can tell them about higher studies in France. Campus France basically is the education division of French Embassy. So we try to reach out to as many students as possible and share the authentic resources with them where they can find a program or a university of their choice. Now, it's the government organization, so we are associated with all universities and institutions in France. And students, who like to have information can stay assured that anything they're getting from us, it's the authentic information. And around the same lines, we conduct even Choose France tours, which is the education fairs we conducted annually in bigger cities. It's going to be in Delhi also. Apart from that, of course, the webinars, the counseling sessions, we keep conducting that. One interesting thing we obviously tell students, countries and countries students can definitely pursue their programs in English taught programs as well at any level, bachelor, masters, even PhD. But just I would like to share a similar thought as the colleague from Instituto Cervantes. We do recommend students to at least learn the language because it helps in smoother integration into the culture. When they're going to France, they should learn the French language, even if their program is in English, because general survival in the country, and of course for internships or any sort of jobs that they would want to pursue later, the language comes in handy. And Campus France is always there to support students in that regard.
Fine. Great. So quickly, I think we'll just go into depth with a few countries. A lot of people have been asking, so which country to look at and how do I go about it? So I have a small PPT, guys. I'll just take 2-3 minutes to rush through it. So Ribu, if you can set up that PPT, and Sejal, if you can take up this question, psychiatrist, how do I go about it? As Ribu is sitting on the PPT, you can take it.
Just give me a second.
Okay, no worries.
It is given
This is-
by whom?
Kavya Tyagi. I can just show it you on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take 2 minutes and then we can discuss.
Okay. So basically, to brief.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So Kavya, to go for this course, ideally the most recommended countries for this course would be Australia and also UK. It is comparatively easier for registration and practicing in those countries. However, you can still do the research, the university preferences. You can opt it for in UK, UCL, KCL, Leeds, Manchester, Durham. All the top universities offer these courses. After 3 years of your bachelor's degree, you probably have to sit for an exam, which is a registration and practicing exam there. And before going there, your 12th evaluation will be done. 11th and 12th credit evaluation will be done. For Australia, you can directly go for a 4-year bachelor's degree. You'll be going through an APS certification after that, and then you'll be allowed to practice and register there. However, for most of the other countries, you cannot directly pursue the bachelor's psychiatry. You have to go for a pre-diploma course in that. And once you have eligible requirements being justified in that country, then you can directly pursue a bachelor's degree there.
Great. One question to Sneha. Ribu, just stop this for a moment. So Sneha, if I'm looking at a university like Harvard or other Ivy Leagues, a lot of students ask us and they find the entire process quite daunting. That how do we go about it? What is the practical advice? I'm going to go after my 12th or some people after graduation. So what is it that I should do, say, I don't know, from 9th, 10th onwards, so that I can crack a top university like you did?
Mm-hmm. No, it's a great question, because sometimes it is a little too late if you don't start preparing on time, because some of the top universities are generally super competitive. The number of seats are limited, and they also have like country-wise some agenda how many seats would be taken up for a particular nationality. So especially for undergrad, if you're preparing, you have to start super early because you cannot track and make your resume, right? There are certain things that you have to do as part of building your college application, be it certain extracurricular activities, volunteering, and XY to do, which you have to. Nowadays, I see kids starting to prepare like from grade 5, 6 onwards so that they can have the right things on the resume. And when it comes to writing the college application, the storyline and the essay, you have all the ingredients ready. So that's one thing where you have to start early, where you are able to create that leverage for yourself, where you're not rushing through it. The other is also like getting the right mentors on the way, because misinformation or lack of information, or just like googling up overwhelming amount of information, is not the right way to prepare. So there are people who have gone to places like these before you. There are organizations such as yours, Jatin, or other organizations who do this in a systematic way, where children can get a proper structured guidance and coaching and mentorship to prepare their application, their resume, their profile, and be ready for it, and to be able to give their 200% to that application, which has 1% chance of success. Yeah.
Okay, great. Quickly, let's take a few questions. I think people have lots of questions here. So I think I'll start off with we were discussing Gyomri, we have done Ankit. Can you tell me what pros and cons of studying MSc in International Tourism and Hospitality Management? Top universities in UK. I have done bachelor's in BCA. Yeah, so I'll tell you pros and cons, and Sejal, you can talk about top universities. So whenever our students have gone for tourism hospitality management, typically they have found getting jobs to be quite easy, in spite of whatever is happening. So I also suggest students who are looking at this course to look at a foreign language. So depending on which places you want to target, accordingly you can. Of course, UK is a good destination, and Sejal will just share list of universities. We have sent people for the same course to other countries like Netherlands, US, Switzerland, New Zealand, and a couple of other places. So, Sejal?
Okay, so when you're looking for masters in international tourism and hospitality management, you might not get the top universities in UK, which is Imperial, UCL, KCL. However, when you're choosing hospitality and management, then you have open options for the top universities, and all of these top 5 universities in UK offer it. When you're specific about international tourism, then you have to little lower down your university choices. So you will be available with Surrey, Westminster, or probably this course is available in Hertfordshire, or you can look out for universities, Sussex, Essex. So not the top ranked universities, but the tier 2 universities in UK offer this combined course. And if it is just management or hospitality, then all the top universities, UCL, KCL, offer it.
Great. Agambir is asking 10th grade, want to pursue English literature and history at Oxford, and someday get my doctorate in literature. Of course, you will. What do you advise as a head start for my journey? So, Agam, I would definitely want you to, showcase your writings. So it can be through various areas. So I have students who have written their own books. They got it published, and there are publishers who can help you. We have tied up with a few to help our students. Second, you can maintain your own thing, your own blog. You can write continuously on medium.com or any other such platform. Third, you can do research on English language, certain areas. Fourth, of course, history also. So you can kind of build up research projects on this. I found out some organization in Mumbai earlier for a similar student who was interested in history, and he did an internship with them, and they had to go over like very primitive documents and cull out some information and present. So that's what they were doing. I forgot the name right now, but I'll try to find out and share with you, or I can put you in touch with that student also. Also, Agam, I would like you to go to a top university like Harvard and check their history department. You'll get a lot of ideas. You'll be surprised if I tell you about 25% people who take up history as a major are going for international relations from an institute like Harvard. That almost 20% got into business. So it's not that you would study this and do this only, because a lot of change happens when you are in 11th and 12th, when you're in college, and so on. Great. So, I want to take up my UG, grade 11, preparing for NEET, UG from India, PG from abroad. Yes. So Prashant Rai, you can take up NEET, and then there are exams like USMLE for US, PLAB for UK. You need to prepare for the exam, crack it, and then go take up your postgraduate program, take up residency in US, and start working. That's how the route is. You'll find a blog on this on our website, jitinchavla.com. I'm in 12th with PCM, want to pursue a career in computers, though I've been developing interest in filmmaking and psychology. Any advice on it? So, guys, I would share it with the entire panel. So, any universities you think they're doing courses which are a mix of computers, filmmaking, and psychology?
I can actually
Priyanka?
take up. So we actually offer a really good program in computer science at the University of Arizona, which is actually ranked 15th for you. It's a bit high ranked department and altogether. And just to give an example of a student who actually studies computer science at our university, we give them not just academic based learning, it's more like a hands on learning. And our forte at University of Arizona is we actually put you into research from day one. So if you have the right fit background, or you've already been a part of certain kind of research, which a lot of students are doing these days, they get into research from day one. That's the kind of opportunity. And on the other hand, you can actually take up a major and a minor, which would be precisely in filmmaking or even psychology at times. So students do take up these kind of majors as second majors. And which the best part is they don't have to pre-select at the University of Arizona at the day one. They can do it at the university itself. So while they're studying, they see what they have their interest in, and they can join that specific major. What we do is we actually put them under an advisor from day one, so that they don't have any issues on scheduling their classes to even selecting their majors in the second year or onwards. So that's kind of opportunities which the US provide as a whole. They just don't give you a academic based learning. It's more about hands-on learning. They get the internship opportunities right from second year itself. So that's the kind of opportunity we're actually getting at the University of Arizona. And like I started up in the initial part itself, we are a tier one research university. So which makes a unique platform for a student just by getting to these kind of research at a very, very early stage, which usually was not the same scenario initially. They were students getting into research at the master's level, but now the US higher ed has changed a lot, and they want to give a lot more opportunity to undergrad student as well. I think you are mute, Jitin.
Okay. So Gyomi, Indo golf tournament is pretty good. Multiple Olympiads, Korean language. Definitely, these will help you. So, any extracurricular activities, and of course, towards a certain direction, will definitely add value. But think again more deeply, and try to take up some things more which are towards your goal. That will be helpful. Jyoti is asking five best university in UK for eco. So you can choose Oxford or Cambridge, King's College. It depends on how one is scoring, at what level one is, what kind of academic profile and general profile is there. So King's College, Warwick, Winchester, Imperial. So this is what I would look at. VI and Cuckoo Vlogs. My daughter's in ninth standard. Best course for in future. I'll have to do an aptitude testing and understand her totally to advise. She's learning French language. So definitely, so Shubhra, if somebody is learning French language, can one be a French language expert and move all around the world?
as possible because French, any which way, is the second most spoken language in the world. And if I really have to go with the stats, it's spoken in 29, no, now it's 30 plus countries, which covers 5 continents. So it's more or less the entire planet that they can travel to and, have a lot of opportunities with regards to French language. Yes.
Great, great. Shreya says, I'm in class 10th, BTech in CS in US, but given current condition. So Shreya, as Sahil has earlier also spoken, so there's a lot of fluidity which keeps on happening. I mean, it's not a fixed condition. So, but yeah, you can keep other options ready. So that's why today we have experts from different places. So Shubhra is there from France. So can I look at France? Yeah, look at this program. It's very exciting. Classes internationals. So look at this program. Look at you can look at Japan. I was just sharing about Japan. Of course, you can look at other countries like Canada, Netherlands. Every year we have been sending students to Australia. So I can look at any of these countries depending on your budgets, depending on the family. Some families have preferences for certain countries, depending on PR availability. So check out all these things, and then you will be able to say that which direction. If you want to have more details about these countries, you can check our YouTube channel. So I have done value for money countries where we have highlighted different countries. University of Arizona definitely is a good option. This PC69, I don't know your name. As money is something. So, Sahil, if you can speak quickly about the scholarships which are available, because I think this person is looking at computer science.
Absolutely.
Yeah, computers. Yeah, yeah. PCM student.
Yes. So if I talk about the University of Arizona, I'm so sorry I didn't talk about the scholarship part we put to offer. We actually offer really good generous scholarships to student. We give a merit-based scholarship which ranges from $4,000 a year to $20,000 a year, and which all are renewable scholarships. So if a student has a really good grades, so you evaluate a profile from 9th onwards, like Jatin already said. So it has to start early. We talk about how the universities are great, but we need to think about that every university have this set requirements. And if we talk about us, we start evaluating the application from 9th, 10th, and 11th and 12th as well. So it has to be last 4 years, and it has to have a really good trajectory. And we look at a really good essay. So writing skill does matter while you are submitting your applications and all. So talk about the money, or even the scholarship, what we offer. Like I said, if you get a good grades, you get a higher amount of scholarships, and those scholarships will be all renewed for the next 4 years you study at the University of Arizona. So yes, I've seen students getting almost $80,000 of scholarship for their 4 years of study. So that is quite possible, and we don't have any foundation or a boundaries that okay, only these number of students would be getting it. If you have the right fit student, apply early, get your offer letters, and get the right fit scholarship.
Great, great. Ravi, if you can put up the PPT, and I thank all my fellow panelists for their patience. I think we're getting good questions, and we'll keep on taking more questions. But quickly, I just want to share PPT which the team prepared. In fact, Sejal, along with Ribu, they have been working on it. Yeah, next. So a lot of people ask us, how do I decide? How do I go about it step by step? And where do you have education which is more flexible? You know, so US definitely is a destination which is a top destination with n number of amazing universities. Of course, it is also expensive, but you can compete for scholarships. So typically, if I'm applying to US, I look at SAT or ACT scores. I look at my academic profile, which includes not only marks from ninth grade onwards, but also maybe I've given APs, or I have given exams like AMC test, which is American Mathematics Competition, or CEMC test also. Any other ways I have built up my profile. So general profile, I would say, which includes research paper, publication, social project, and so on. So US definitely is one. Next. Currently, there are certain issues regarding visas, and there are a lot of challenges which the administration has changed. But I feel that we have to evaluate, because a lot of people, somebody's in 9th, 10th, 11th, so a lot of things will change. So let's wait and watch. UK, again, it's globally respected, quite near to India. So travel time US typically to a university is about 20 to 25 hours, depending on how far it is. But UK generally 10 to 11 hours you reach UK, unless we are not flying over the Pakistan. So 3 years degrees and 1 year's master, so you save time also. Oxford, Cambridge, LSE, Imperial, these are top universities. Tuition fee is also comparatively lesser in UK compared to US top university. Stay back, again, depends. Like, it is not very easy to get the right jobs as of today, but again, things are changing. Next. So just sharing that how things are going on, guys. Australia. So again, a very good set of universities like Melbourne, Sydney, ANU, University of Queensland, UNSW. Typically almost equal to that of UK, but they give good scholarships. So a lot of my students got 50% scholarship, 25% scholarship, and so on. So definitely this is something which Indians look for. You can connect with us in case you need options. Next. Germany. So in the last maybe 7-8 years, Germany has really grown, and you have the top universities which are TU 9, Technical University Munich, Berlin, and so on. And then, of course, other states universities like Heidelberg, Stuttgart, and so on. A lot of national universities, state universities are free of charge. You might just pay a small 50,000 rupees complete year, and of course, living and staying. But if you're studying in TUs after 12, it is typically in German language. You need B1, B2. Again, we have a team member who specializes in this. If you need help, you can be in touch with us. Next. So just highlighting what is happening. Canada already has been spoken about, but Toronto, UBC, McGill, Waterloo has excellent co-op programs. Canada is, I think, the topmost country if you are looking at co-op. While coming to office today, I was speaking to a student who's in Canada, and he was sharing that he wants to take his co-op in Japan. And I was chatting up with him that, why and how's. So check out Canada, and with the change in political scenario, I think the going is good. Next. Netherlands. So a number of students go, like Delft. TU Delft is a top university. University of Amsterdam is ranked 55th in the world. So just for reference, IIT Mumbai is 118. IIT Delhi would be around 150. In some rankings, 190. So good destination, English speaking, and yeah, stay back jobs are available. Next. Ireland. So again, government-run institutions like TUD, Trinity College, UCD, National University of Ireland, and a good number of students go there. Equally, I would say undergraduate and after graduation. So again, a good destination to look for. Next. Mr. Anand Kumar, you're asking scholarships, so I came to this only. So of course, these are a mix of scholarships. Like one of my students, he qualified for the MEC scholarship first round, and he has given the interview for second round. So similarly, you have different scholarships for other countries. I will share a website. Sejal just share the websites for scholarship like fastweb.com. You can check out. Next. Otherwise, Mr. Anand Kumar, Germany is the country which is absolutely free of charge. But yeah, if your child has got very good marks and has a good profile, then we can look at others. I have sent students to NYU Abu Dhabi with 100% scholarship. 3 days back, one of my students we sent to HKUST with 100% scholarship came to office, and he was generally appreciating his life at Hong Kong and what happened. Now he's working in fintech. Okay. Okay. Sejal, if you can take up the entrance exams.
Okay, so just to brief you, OMPT is mostly valid for all the European countries when you are applying for any engineering, IT, finance, tech related courses in your bachelor's degree. It is just for the bachelor's. So you have to appear for an OMPT exams, and it happens in the respective year when you are applying the application in September or October. LNAT is mostly for the law, if you want to go for the law bachelor's degree, and only specific good universities and the top universities demand for it. So maybe you can name UCL, KCL, Imperial, Oxford, Cambridge will require LNAT exam, and again, it is valid for at least once in a whole year, and the second attempt will be void for you guys. So make sure you are preparing 1 year in advance. By the time you're submitting the applications in the respective years, you have to appear for it once. Next.
So a lot of students, Arunima just joined Yale 8 days back with a full ride, that is full scholarship, and $26,800 additional. So a lot of students at our center get scholarships, and they're able to build up. Some, I think India, Tina Chawla will take later on, but cyber security, anybody, Priyanka, Sahil, you'd like to highlight, or Shubhra, you'd like to highlight cyber security?
Absolutely. I'd like to go first. Well, York offers a beautiful program in BA Computer Security and a BSc Computer Security. Now, the flexibility that Canada offers is that we require no entrance exams when you're applying to our universities. It's usually purely based on your 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, your 12th predicted scores. And those are the only requirements that we have other than an English proficiency test. So getting into these universities, especially at York, becomes very easy because our eligibility criteria stands at 80%, with physics, chemistry, and maths being the subjects. Now, if you're also looking at opting at the BA Computer Security program that we have, which specializes in cybersecurity, IoT, understanding a lot more about artificial intelligence in collaboration with, say, computer security, understanding about the difference and ethics about AI. So all of these programs come in the both BA and BSc computer security options. Now, say, for example, a student isn't very good with physics, but they're very keen on computer science and they'd like to develop their skill set in that direction. We look at math very simply as a core requirement, and we're happy to look at students scoring above 80% to apply to these programs as well. And I'd like to add to what Shubhra was saying that yes, French is a very popular language. It is the second official language in Canada as well. So if you do have French as a language, you get opportunities to study at our Glendon campus as well, which is the second campus that we have in the Greater Toronto area. And that gives you a lot of opportunities in terms of employability as well.
Great, great. So people, I remember my visit to Canada. I think York was having a festival that time, so very, very active campus. And I have students who have gone to York with amazing sharing. They've come back with amazing this thing on how the life has been, and they got placements, and that's how it is. So, are there better opportunities in cybersecurity than like computer science and all? So very few places you get only cybersecurity. It will typically be computer science where you can specialize in cybersecurity. If you're asking after 12th, if you don't have good grades, I suggest you visit our office, then we can research for you. I've sent people to exotic destinations like Estonia also. Estonia has Tallinn University. But I like to exactly see your grades and then understand. Okay. Ankit is asking about Bournemouth. Sejal, you can take it up. You can just research and take it up. Yeah. Gyomi, Singapore has top university like NUS, NTU, SMU, which are like government taught universities. And how to get in? Typically, they require a very high degree of competence in academics. So I would imagine NTU with 96%, NUS with 95%, and so on. And if I look at Switzerland, again it depends. Like I visited Zurich, so University of Zurich and ETH Zurich. ETH is a top university, so you can check out ETH Zurich if you're interested. But these universities after 12th, most of the courses will be in German language. But yeah, masters, most of the courses will be in English also. And ETH Zurich, University of Zurich is free of charge. They don't charge you anything. So since Sejal has gone to UK, I'll ask her. Shikha ma'am is asking, what kind of ECA the student should build up, and how should the academics course be like? Sejal.
So UK is more of concerned about the percentage and the research work that you would have done, and also the according to the extracurricular activities that you are looking forward to. He should be good at MUNs. Depending if he is going for a management degree, he should probably do a startup, a website development, do some research papers. If he is going for say psychology, then he should be probably doing for internships. So it depends from degree to degree, but extracurricular is more of academic side because he is going for a bachelor's or a master's degree, and they are more academically focused. So the percentage is another criteria that they'll be looking at, and of course, any entrance exams at the time of bachelor's degree that you would have to take for law, LNAT, for medical, UCAT. So depends course to course, but they are very academically focused. And second comes the extracurricular activities in UK.
Great, great. So, Alejandro, thanks for your patience. And I really want you to help us understand that what are the career or cultural advantages one would have while studying in Spain compared to other European countries?
Thank you. I mean, as Shubhra say, Spanish, like French, is a language that open you a wide, I mean, many options to work and many countries to work. In Spain, our system for university, as Priyanka say, each university, we don't have an official test that you have to pass through to get into a Spanish university. Each university has a selection process, and once the student has been selected by the university, is that acceptance is enough to require your visa student. So you don't have to go to really difficult process. Each university established maybe based on the records, based on the language knowledge, or we have interviews. That depends on the university, but it's not that difficult to be accepted by the local university, and it's not that difficult to get a visa and a student visa. You have for sure, like in many countries, you have some income requirement, but also you can be a sponsor. So you don't need to be rich to move to Spain. You need just the support, the economical support, either from your parent, from your family member. Once you start, it's really important. And I think, as Neha before leaving, she mentioned, you to get a good job in the future, you need to be different. And to be different, not just mean to study in a top university. I mean, you can study in a really good university in many countries and be different. And to be different is to speak another language in order to be able to work for foreign companies in India, or to work for Indian company abroad. To be different means to have a network, as Sneh had mentioned, and that network open you the possibility to increase the opportunities that the company that is going to hire you in the future is going to have. So in Spain, and you get that. I mean, you get as we are having a student from many countries, you get not just a local network, but you meet people from France, from England, from Germany. Studying in Europe is a big advantage because we have this Erasmus program. So you, even if you are studying in Paris or in Madrid, you are meeting people from many European countries. You are learning not just Spanish, but you can also learn French or German, or Italian. And apart from that, you are getting the opportunity to work in your country in the future, but with Spanish or European companies. And we are bringing many companies to India, and we are seeing that we don't have local experts in our countries. So when a company moves to India and we open here a factory or an office, we are getting troubles to find Indians specialized in the Spanish market or Indian specialized in the Argentinian market. So don't just think to, I know, go to MIT or to I don't know, British university are wonderful and American, but it's not go to MIT or this. I mean, there are a wide range and many countries where you can make your son different or your daughter different, because at the end is that which value I'm going to provide to my son or daughter to get a better job. And maybe the value is this person is multicultural. Maybe the value is this person know people from many countries and the network is incredible. Or maybe the value is this person has communicative skill and understand how to deal with French people and Spanish people, because it's different to make businesses there than here, you know? So yeah, I will recommend people to think first what we like, because we are going to work all our life in that field. And second, how we are going to make us different from the rest.
Great,
And that
great,
Spain can bring you that.
great. Understood, understood. Good sharing. Priyanka, if you can.
Absolutely. So I'd just like to jump in and answer Anand Kumar's question about the chances of 100% scholarship at York. So we do have a lot of merit-based scholarships that start from 2,500 Canadian dollars going up to $37,500 that are completely based on the academic grades. And we also have the President's International Scholarship, which is a full ride scholarship. Now, this is the first place where we look for an application coming in from the student where they are writing an essay applying for this scholarship. And we have 15 of these scholarships available for students globally. Now, every school would have to nominate to the child as well from their behalf and put into letters of recommendation. Now, when these documents are in place, we go through a study evaluation of the student's profile. And we want to understand what is the kind of skill set that they are bringing to the table. So rather than having a number of activities that they are doing or building on extracurriculars, we're really trying to see what are the kind of qualities that they are imbibing from the extracurriculars that they are doing and how they would align with their future goals as well. And those are important things to remember while putting in the application. And that simply is the process for an application at York for 100% scholarship as well. So it's valued at 1,80,000 Canadian dollars divided over 4 years, which essentially is 45,000 each year. And just to let you know that our tuition fee simply falls between 35,000 Canadian dollars to 45,000 Canadian dollars, which basically means your entire tuition fee gets covered if you win the President's Scholarship at York.
Great, great. So I think we have taken up a lot of questions. People, one question I'll quickly take: how much chances that a person can get university in Netherlands? If you're looking at top universities, again, the starting point is academics, followed by profile, what kind of profile you have developed. So you can connect with us, and then we can take it further. This PC69 MEX for this year is closed. Our students have been successful, so now you can give it next year. That's the only chance. Or you can look at university-based scholarships also. Masters from Sejal, if you can take Ankit's question: master's program in research-based or taught courses in MSc, and which course is best in UK?
So Ankit, it totally depends. What do you want to research? So a research base will be a more technical dissertation that you will be doing in your master's degree in the last year. And a more taught-based course is more of a theoretical side. So it depends completely on you which one you want to choose for. And which course is best in UK? Again, it completely depends. So no course is best if it fits your interest and where you actually want to look at your side down here 10 years from now. Where do you actually want to work? Which career you are choosing? The course depends on that. So just don't go basically on the terms of if jobs are available or not. Then whatever interests you, change the country according to that. Not just because you want to go to UK, you have to choose a career which is booming in UK, because then might be after 4 or 5 years you'll not be interested in it, and then you have to switch the course as well. So probably I'd rather advise you to go for a counseling session first and then choose onto your course first and then onto the country and then the MSc program.
Great, great. So Shubhra, if you can also kindly share that how does studying in France open up one's career opportunities in the entire EU? Do students go to other country? Do they migrate? Is it easy or globally?
Yes, definitely. So the degrees that students receive from any of the French universities or institutions, they are globally recognized. And once they receive the degree, they can work anywhere, be it within Europe, be it in France itself, or if they want to come back to India and work somewhere here. To support that, there are already around 1,000+ French companies which are based here in India, and somewhat the priority is given to French alumni. So if any candidate who would have studied, let's say in India or somewhere else in the world, is applying for the same job vacancy as someone who studied in France, the French alumni would be given a priority. And there are quite prominent names with regards to French brands which are available here in India. Having said that, it's not just about the job opportunities. If after completing a certain level of degree, let's say masters or bachelors, if they want to pursue their further education anywhere in the world, they are allowed to do that, and their degrees are definitely recognized.
So great, great. So I would ask every panelist to share maybe one or two lines as a parting this thing. We have already spent more than an hour now. So as a parting, what is it that you like to advise the students who are looking at study abroad, how they should prepare, or whatever you feel they should be ready with? We'll start off with Sahil.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I think if you talk about the US as a destination, uh, we're more of an academic driven, and we really want the student not just academic, like it has to be good in academics, but even ask them to get a lot of extracurriculars done. So anything you've done, it's not that okay, you just have to be academically driven student. If you're good in sports, mention that. We really work on the or we look at the letter recommendations and the statement of purpose you actually provide us while we submit an application. I know I do get a lot of questions about what's the geopolitical scenario right now. They're going to change in the future. Yes, it is going to change, and always US has always a destination when it has come back as a front runner. So don't worry about it. Just a stressful time at right now for few kids, but because they're not able to get the visa appointments and all, but it's going to change in the coming days for sure. But if you're looking for a good university, a research-based universities, and really would love to have a hands-on learning, then I think US is the right destination. And I think Chetan is a perfect person to actually guide you through in the future.
Great, great, great. Priyanka?
Absolutely. So anybody looking to study in Canada, I would like to reiterate and remind you all that we are a very academic driven country. We love to see what you're doing in terms of your academics, and we focus on your knowledge, skills, and abilities more than any other entrance exams, SOPs, or LORs. Universities across the board in Canada, you would see that we look at the percentages that you've got across your 10th, 11th, and 12th, offer you merit scholarships basis the same. And as a destination, of course, we are known to be the safest city. We are known to be a very multicultural and very diverse land to be at. And we're always welcoming international students. Right now, times are such where we're welcoming them with open arms, a lot of scholarships available, a lot of co-op opportunities available, immigration assistance that's available. And of course, we're also offering residence guarantees, which makes the overall process very seamless for students who are looking to apply to Canada. Speaking for York, we have more than 200+ undergrad programs that we offer for students, major minor combinations. We also are offering a diversity in the kind of opportunities that students get in terms of experiential learning. York is a public funded research institution, so a lot of opportunities for students to indulge in research, to go ahead and experience internships, to look at international opportunities as well that are presented by the campus. And we definitely recommend that you check out our website, which is yourq.ca, where you'll find all the information about all our programs, how to apply. And of course, you have Jitin sir right here to help you out, finding you the best fit of your program, of the institution, and be able to understand whether Canada is the right destination for you or not.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Priyanka. Alejandro, what do you say? Like, what are the one or two top things on your mind which you'd like to advise to students who are looking at going abroad?
So I myself study abroad. I myself study in France and England. And I mean, you are going to change the way you see the world. So if you study abroad, you are going to open your mind. You are going to know how to interact with different people, with different cultures. You are going to change a little bit also the way maybe you want to see, to follow your path, or to create your path. And if you come to Spain, for sure you are going to have a wonderful time there, because our education system is wonderful. And also you have the possibility to study whichever degree you want. In Spain also, people are really nice, and we are like Indian. We value a lot family, we value a lot food. We are always surrounded a good meal and good friends and family. And think you are not going to have that cultural difficulty to get integrated. And also, learning Spanish will open you the possibility to work in many countries and with many nationalities and in many fields. So I think I think it's a good match, and I think we have many things in common to India and Spain, and it's too easy for Indian people to live there.
Great. Shubhra?
Yes. So for France as well, if a student learns as low as A2 level of French language, if they have that much proficiency, that really opens a lot of avenues for any student, be it in an English taught program or a French taught program. You have plethora of options. You just have to know basic knowledge of the language. Plus, the bilateral relations between the two countries somehow is an add-on, which will help you in the long run. And having said that, I completely agree with the statement that Mr. Alejandro has said, that once you are studying abroad, it really gives you a different edge. It gives that exposure which will last a lifetime. It really helps students. You build a network that you can leverage at any point of time in your life. You will always have some sense of connection everywhere in the world. So you should definitely take that opportunity of studying abroad. Any country it is, of course, I would talk about France and we all would talk about one specific country, but whichever country it is, every student should have that one opportunity of studying abroad at least once in their lifetime. So I really support that idea.
Great. Sejal?
Okay, so basically for me to sum it up, all the 10th, 11th and 12th students, keep your options open, even if it is you are planning for India, but always keep opportunities for abroad universities open. It is not the right time to cut down or filter out the universities, be it India or abroad. When you are in the respective year of your class 12th, apply all the universities. When you've actually passed your board exams, then decide whatever offers you've got from the universities across the countries, then cut it down, filter out whichever is better for you, be it India or abroad, but do not cut down just because you want to study in India or probably your option is available in India. Always apply abroad. You never know what opportunities, what scholarships you might end up with, as well as the university ranking, and then compare and contrast it with that. So yeah.
Great. So I think that was great sharing. Just two last questions. Ambli, Shambhu, if you're looking at Germany as destination, typically B1, B2. And choice of curriculum, we have helped people from all across. I mean, CBSE, ICSE, IB. It might happen with one odd country, but yes, I mean, IB, IGCSE are international curriculum, so you're more in tune. But then there's no restriction as such, or I've got CBSE students who have done pretty well, ICSE students also. So depends which location you're at and which schools are able to deliver good quality. Accordingly, Shikha, we can think of it. With this, I wish you all the best, and thank you all my panelists to share great ideas for the students to be successful internationally. So thank you, Sahil, Priyanka, Alejandro, Shubhra, and Sejal. It was great being there with all of you, and thank you all the participants. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.